So I got a new toy. I got a DJI Osmo Mobile 2. Comes in a nice little box. It's in there. So this is a gimbal, and it's really cool. I like it so far. But it's a bit of a pain the very first time you set it up. So the gimbal's off, and what the gimbal will do is it will hold your phone in a particular orientation so that it smooths out any bumps when you're walking. And when the gimbal's running and when your phone's in it, the pieces will be looking like this. And then your phone will sit right in there. But you've got to balance it in there first. And that part took me about an hour the very first time I tried it. So you have to balance it so that when you put it in here, it just sits perfectly. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So there are two parts really to balance it. You've got where you put your phone into the into this little clamp here, and it's a tight clamp, and you've got to put the phone in there just right so that when you put the phone facing down, screen down, that it is flat and it doesn't move to the front or back. So there, I've just put it in there, and if I turn this like that, ooh, see how it just kind of automatically, if I put it like this and it automatically rolls to the other way, that means that it's not balanced. It should stay flat when I do that. So I'm going to fix that real quick, and we do that because these little tension bars are independent. So this knob has nothing to do with it. This is actually to loosen so that you can turn the whole thing sideways and have a portrait orientation for your video. But what I need to do is I need to move some of this heavy weight more towards the center. So I'm just going to pull out one side and push this one in until it gets there. And just make a tiny little movement each time. That's another joy of this. It's easy to overcorrect. Okay, it's still not right, so let me do it again. Now it's going the other way. I overcorrected. I think that's good. Now, I got to balance it the other way. I don't want it to go one way or another. I've got a 6 plus. So if I just put it in and let go, the big end goes down. So what we have is there is a screw right there, and I'm going to loosen that. What that does is it allows us to pull this arm out a bit. So I'm going to pull that out a little bit, and I want to make sure that I balance it. But see, now the gimbal motor, which is right here, is pulling it down. So I'm going to slide it in a bit. Ooh. Hey, I may have gotten it right off the bat. Look at that. I'd say that's pretty darn good. Okay, I'm going to tighten it. And now I'm all ready to turn it on. So first thing I'm going to do is launch the app on my phone. Now I've already gone through all the rest of the setup, which is to install the app and then to launch the app, turn on the gimbal, and then it registers the gimbal with DJI through the app. And this is the same DJI app that you would be using if you have a Phantom or any of the DJI drones. So I'm starting the bad boy up right now. And it says turn it on. The power button is down here. This is power and mode. This is a joystick to adjust the gimbal. I'll show you that in a moment. And that's record. And then there's a zoom button over here. So I'm going to turn it on. And you see it come to life. And then I'm going to open that up. I'm going to go to camera. Woohoo! And there it is. And see, now when I move the gimbal, the phone moves slowly. That's the first mode. The second mode, if I just push this once, the camera locks, or the phone locks in place regardless of where the gimbal, well, okay, you can't go far. Anyway, but that's how you balance it. That's all I was showing you. This button, as I said, allows you to adjust where it's pointing, either to the left or the right. The zoom is over here, so I should be able to zoom in or out. And that part's not working right now. I've had that happen to me a couple of times. I usually just kill the DJI app and restart it. This button would allow me, this one right here, would allow me to record. And so I think it's recording now. Let's see, does it say it's recording? It does not say it's recording, so I don't think oh, now it's recording. So I think sometimes what happens is that Bluetooth connection is not so great. So, and that was the problem exactly. So I just, there's an icon up in the top here that looks like a Bluetooth symbol. I pressed it, and then that's when it said, oh, it's there, but it's not connected. So I clicked on connect, and now you can see that the zoom is working. So lots of great features. I'm enjoying it a lot. Lots of fun to play with. Definitely worth a little bit of money that I paid for it.